Who's ready for math time? It's math time. Whether you're not, here it comes. So it's just a review. So it's all good. No big like craziness. Okay, nothing new you're learning. So it's just review, but we're going to review some very important things that some are still struggling with a little bit. So hopefully this will help to kind of really reinforce what we've already learned so that you can really get it settled and sure, especially before we have tests and quizzes and things like that. So first thing, go back to, I think I did a video with just the 12 multiplication. If I didn't, then I'll have to do that. But there are videos with the 12 multiplication table on them. If you find them, good for you. But practice. You don't even have to use my video. You can just practice 12 multiplication table so that you're getting that down and knowing that table very well. Then I want you to look here. We have our measurement problems. Some of you are still a little unsure about these, so I want to go over it with you. Sorry, I'm just trying to get it. There we go. So it's closer, but not super close. Okay, so when we are looking at our measurement problems, we look and read the mathematical sentence. 4 pounds minus 9 ounces equals, my ounces are missing. When I see what is missing, that is what I write underneath every time. Blank ounces minus blank ounces equals blank ounces, okay? Everything underneath is what is blank here. Remember, we've said you don't change it. You don't change ounces and pounds. No, you just leave it as ounces the whole time. When you see that there are two measures that are the same, pounds and ounce, that's not the same. Ounce and ounce, that's the same. When you see those that are the same, bring the same number down because 9 ounces is equal to 9 ounces. When you see the two that are different, that is when you box them. And when I box them, this is what we did in the very beginning. Remember when we first learned these and I told you, this is good, but it's not as great as we're going, right? So 4 pounds blank ounces, this is what we did when we first started doing these problems. And the first thing that you need to do was do 1, 2, 3 underneath. Pounds to ounces, is it larger to smaller multiply or smaller to larger divide? Good, you should be standing and saying larger to smaller multiply. Pounds are larger, ounces are smaller, so that means we would multiply, and that's what we put by number 1 and X. Now we have to figure out how many ounces are in 1 pound. If you are not sure, don't guess. Some of you got your problems wrong just because you guessed how many are in the other and we didn't guess the right number. Remember, they're at the back of your arithmetic book. So look in that back, on that back cover, not the very back cover, but inside the back cover, and you'll see those measures to help review. So how many ounces? Put your S. Some of you are not putting your S for special number. You have to put that S there. Then you put your special number. How many ounces in a pound? There are 16 ounces in 1 pound. So we take our 16 and we multiply it by the only other number that we haven't used yet, which is our 4. 16 times 4. 6 times 4 is what? 24, and we carry over the 2. 1 times 4 is what? 4 plus 2, 6. So we write 64 in the box. After we have 64 in the box, we take 64 and we subtract 9 from it. 64 minus 9 is going to be what? Super, yes, it is going to be 55. Very good. So 4 ounces or 4 pounds minus 9 ounces is going to equal 55 ounces, okay? That's all that you're doing. So think carefully, break it down just like we've been doing so that you'll always remember that. That's very important. These are not going to go away, so you will see those again, okay? Then we have 1 kilogram plus 721 grams equals, my grams are missing. So when I see what's missing, write it underneath. Blank grams plus blank grams equals blank grams. And when I see the two measures that look the same, gram and gram, I simply write the same number down. If 721 grams is going to equal grams, it's going to equal 721. But now when I see the two measures that are different, I box them. Once I box them, I automatically put 1, 2, 3 underneath. My 1, 2, 3 is going to tell me what I'm going to do to solve this box problem. Kilograms to grams, larger to smaller or smaller to larger. Kilograms to grams, again, is larger to smaller, multiply. So we're going to put an X next to number 1. Our special number. What is our special number? Our special number is how many grams are in 1 kilogram. So our special number would be 1,000 grams in 1 kilogram, right? And now we're going to take our larger number, obviously 1,000, multiply it by our smaller number, 1, which is going to equal, yes, 1,000. So 1,000 plus 721 is going to equal what? Obviously, yes, 1,721 grams. And you put it in both blanks. And don't forget to put your comma, okay? That's it. Very, very simple and easy. So think those through carefully. When you're working on those, don't just give up. Make sure that you look carefully and work hard. All right, now we're going to do our money, making change again. So we have $500 today. Whoa, that's pretty nice, right? But we spent $458 of it and 19 cents. Oh man. So remember, the first thing that we're going to do is subtract. That's the easiest way to figure out what we're going to need for change, is we subtract these two numbers from each other. And when we're subtracting, we always check the top. What? Check the top. One more time. Check the top. Very good. We check the top. Obviously, if they're all zeros, we just cross them out, put a 0 up top, cross it out, put a 0 up top, cross it out, put a 0 up top, cross it out, put a 0 up top, until we get to the first non-zero digit, which is 5. We can borrow from the 5 of the hundredths place. And so we can make it 4, because he has enough. He had 5, he only needs 4, so we can take 1 away. He'll still have enough for everybody that's at his house. So now Mr. $10 place needs it. So he's going to give one group of those hundreds to Mr. $10 place. But Mr. $1 place and the dimes place and the pennies place still need money. They need help. So cross out my $10 place, make it 9, and then give that 1 to the $1 place. But I still have these that need help. So cross out my $1 place, make him 9, give to my dimes place. But there's still a pennies place that needs help. Cross out my dimes place, make it 9, 1 less, and then give to my pennies place, so my pennies place has enough. There's no other place to bring it to. Everybody has what they need, so now we can simply subtract. 10 minus 9, 9 minus 1, good, 9 minus 8, put our decimal point, super, and 9 minus 5, sorry, good. So my answer would be $41.81 left. Sorry guys, you thought you were rich, right? We only have $41 left. I mean, that's still good. That's really, really good. So now we're going to look with our $41.81 and figure out how to make that change. So starting in the $20 place, how many $20 bills should I be giving to my person that I'm giving the change back to? Right, I'm going to give them 20, 40, two $20 bills. How many $10 bills should I give them? I hope you don't give them any $10 bills, because then they're going to be like, yeah, I'm getting extra money. Okay, no, there's no $10. What about 5? No $5 either. What about 1? Right, you're going to give one $1 bill, because 10 or 20, 40, and then 1. Then with my 81 cents, how many quarters should I be giving to them? Well, yeah, we could say 2 quarters. 2 quarters is 50 cents, but could we go higher than that so we could use less coins, fewer coins, excuse me. We want to use the least amount of coins that we can. So yes, we could go up to 3 quarters. How many dimes then would we use? Right, we can't use dimes, because if we have 3 quarters are what? 75, and 1 dime would make it 85, but it's only 81. So no dimes. How many nickels? So we would use 1 nickel, because that would get us to 80, which means how many pennies now? Very good, just 1 penny. So think carefully. This is a really simple thing to figure out, but you just have to take your time, starting at the larger and then working your way down, so that we use the bigger amounts first so that we can have fewer of them, less of them, okay? And then when we've used the bigger, then we can go down to the smaller, if that makes sense. So hopefully you've got that down, and that'll be kind of an easy thing to go and get done. Okay. So on your page 279, section 1, read the clues, mark the circle under the correct time. So it tells you when Mom and Samantha left their house, and the clock shows you. So it gives you that already, that base. Now you're going to count if it takes them 20 minutes to drive to this planetarium, but then also 15 minutes after they get there, figure out what that time is very carefully from the times that they give you, okay? So work that through carefully. Then 2, Jake and Grandpa looked through Grandpa's telescope for 2 hours. If they began at 6:55, what time did they finish? And then think, what time would it make sense that they would be looking through a telescope, okay? AM or PM. Then write the time, section 4, both ways. Remember, you're writing whatever the time is, okay? Look at it carefully. And then remember, we learned half past, quarter till, quarter past, quarter after, something like that. So make sure that that's what you put underneath. If it's, 8:45, then what are you going to say? That it's quarter till 9, right? If it were 3:15, we would say quarter after 3, right? So remember, when it's after, it's that same number, 3. When it's quarter till, you're going to the higher number. 8:45 is quarter till 9. 9:45 would be quarter till 10. So think that through. Then solve the story problem. So it gives you another clock story problem. It gives you the clock in the workspace so that you could use that if you need to manipulate and figure out what the time would be. Began practice at 4:20. If she practiced for 45 minutes, how long, what time would it be when she's done? Then you're going to follow the signs. Very simple. Then you're dividing and checking, working carefully. We're getting a little bit not as careful as we could be on our division, so really think that through carefully. You know how to do those. And then reduce to lowest terms. Start with the numerator. Some of you aren't doing that. You're starting lower and you're not reducing all the way. That's actually the last, I think it was test that I graded. It was much, much better. So start with the numerator first and see if you can do both by the numerator. If not, then work your way down. But that hopefully will help you. Then your brain booster. We know that when you multiply anything by 10, you just add a 0. Well, guess what? When you multiply by 100, you just add 2 zeros. So then figure out what you can do for when you multiply by 1,000. I know you know how to do that. Then you're going to have your little homework section, just 2 little sections there with your multiplication and circling the larger measure. So work carefully on this page. Make me proud. I know you can do it. And there's already health and history down there for review, and hope that you'll be practicing those and practice your spelling words very carefully as well. All right, I will see you soon.